$2.99 and 10% on the bile. Now, I always said you need a variation of colors.
Yeah.
So I would definitely do the bile on this. You get 10% extra off. And Stacy, didn't your son give you some intuitive information today when you walked out the door?
He said you have bags under your eyes, big ones.
You have bags under your eyes, big ones, is what Stacy's son
Kids
said
do
to
not
her.
refrain from saying
so,
anything.
you know what that means? Where's the concealer, Mama?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, here you go. And so, Bridget, I love that you made the concealer. First of all, it's angled like a lipstick. So tell us why, the angled lipstick, finish on this. And tell us more about the concealer and how that works.
So the concealer is a matte concealer. It contains a lot of natural ingredients. And the reason they made it into that lipstick form, so let's say ladies who still don't want to use a brush, which you should, but if you don't want to, this gives it in a lipstick form so you can get to the corners of the eye, under the eye. It just makes it easier to apply.
I love that
to
technique.
spots where you might want to conceal. And I think it's great to use after you do your full coverage foundation.
Okay.
You always want to go brighter around the eyes, and you want the attention to go to the eyes. So I love using that light medium concealer under the eyes and at the side of the eyes and kind of swipe up. And under the side of the eyes, swipe up. It creates a lifting effect. And the light medium concealer is great for that. Or for a darker skin tone, the medium dark under the eyes, or anywhere you might have some redness around the nose area, if you have ruddy cheeks, if you have a pimple you need to cover up. And again, it has a lot of natural ingredients. It has a plant-derived oil. It has squalene, which is a very natural hydrating ingredient. And it does not smudge. It stays put. Talc-free, cruelty-free, always. And it stays put all day.
All day. And that's okay. So this is really important. I love that you just mentioned that, Bridget. So all day. Now, this is important to me. I know it's important to my friend Queen Bee here. We are under 25,000 lights. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but there are at least 24 lights above us. Big lights, show lights above us right now. So again, I've noticed that, again, I'm not melting in my makeup, in my concealer, and it lasts all day. I literally, normally for this show, I wake up at 5 in the morning. All right, I start applying my makeup, so I have my makeup. I'm makeup ready, camera ready when I get here into the studio at 8 to come on air at 9. Then we have a 2-hour break in between our morning show and an afternoon show, and then we've got to look camera ready for our afternoon show. I'm not really having to do very much touch up at all to go on air in the afternoon. And then there are plenty of times when I leave her at 4 and my day is not finished. Yesterday after work, guess what I did? I'm a real estate agent. I went and showed houses. So I got home about 8:30. It still looked beautiful.
Well, and I've noticed that, and I said I worked for a major company, a cosmetic company, and I did. It begins with an E, and then whatever.
Does it rhyme with Maestay Mater?
It does.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and so I worked for that. I used to do custom blend foundations. That's what we did. But I can tell you, before I found this line, by the second set that I would do on TV, my nose, from wearing glasses, I would have, my makeup would slide. It would actually slide down the bridge of my nose. And I would have spots on my nose that had makeup, some didn't. This is long lasting, and that's what I love about. Plus, it doesn't transfer. It's not going to get on my clothes. But this is the sad part. So when I worked for that big bucks company, when I came aboard in February, I wanted makeup that was light changing. I wanted the best of the best because I thought, ooh, I'm going to be on TV. I want to look the best I can. So I went to the big box store here. It begins with a D, ends with a D. And
Rhymes with Millard's?
It does. And then they tested some foundations on me. And I didn't look at the price. I just thought, this is the best of the best. So I handed my credit card. I signed the receipt, did not look, got out to the car with my husband. I opened the bag. I go, it was a bar with a jar with a pump. $160.
Ouch.
I'm kidding you not. You can look it up online.
Ouch.
I kid you not. Now, not only did my jaw fall, and I thought I thought it was going to be about $80, and I thought that was a big expense. I thought $80. Well, I'm going to use it for a long time. It's it's tested. I have sensitive skin. $160. Now I still have it, and I bought it in February, so I'm still using it. I'm mixing it with other stuff because I spent a lot of money and I want to stretch
might
it
as well
out.
Use it, girl.
But
make you feel good.
$160 compared to
I don't blame you.
$9.99.
Yeah, or both for $17.98. There's a 10% discount. So I want to. Who are we going to, Stacy or Mallory? So let me ask you a question, Bridget. Now I'm using the light medium, number 2, as a concealer on my face today. Can we mix these also? Because now that I'm looking at the dark deep, which is what Mallory's using, I'm thinking maybe I could actually. Would it work to mix these like we do the coverage? How pretty.
Absolutely, you can mix them. And because of the ingredients and how hydrating it is, we have some a coconut oil blend and the squalene, which is plant derived. It makes it very blendable
Okay.
and smudge proof at the same time. So you can